Всем привет, добро пожаловать на мой канал. Продолжаем прохождение Hogwarts Legacy или наследие. Взяли 23 уровень, можно продолжить по заданиям. Интересные квесты пошли уже с расследованием, со всем этим. Там в детективов, играем. А интересно, если нажать L2 и треугольник будет столбенеть, да? Будет потом все переделать, то, чтобы максимально быстро накладывать проклятие. Так, ладно, что по заданиям? Ладно, давайте эти испытания, наверное. Мне в этот зал надо, наверное, да? Да, в этот зал. Вот, который максимально накладывает проклятие, чтобы на всех наложить проклятие, потом кинуть его докидавру и все, и как бы сдохли. Только когда я его получу, уже 22 уровень, по идее бы должен. Ну ладно, посмотрим. Может позже, а может теперь, короче, из-за того, что я Себастьян, ну там огрызнулся. Ну он, блин, первый начал на самом деле. Дурой назвал, вообще нормальный. Идем.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. We'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
И, видимо, мне сейчас к фигу, да? Ну, или просить друзей как-то отвлечь. Ну, пришел, поговорил, и чё? Где задание?
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Ну, я угадал. По заклинаний. Так, секундочку, пусть грузится. Никуда. Вниз. Я понял. А, я немножко не тот телепорт юзнул. Ладно. Может и тот. Нет, не тот. Ладно. Можно было собрать, ну ладно.
I hope I look. Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does?
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more. How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Это очень странно. Ребят.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only... you'd asked me about a particular potion, and Well,
I did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this.
I haven't time for any of you at the moment.
А
Now,
главный герой у
number
нас
12, move
тролль.
aside.
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
Идем, идем. Надеюсь, я больше никого не встречу. Хотя по-любому встречу, иначе к чему все это? Ну, блин,
Stand
конечно,
proud,
жесть.
purebloods. The future is your...
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
You
Фигово.
call that a shine on those...
Самое главное при этом не доставать палочку, потому что палочка тогда спалит. Ой, да.
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Не,
I
давайте
should think
все-таки
you
не
have
будем
better
его
things to
топить.
do with your time. Now, where's my elf?
Good day, Professor. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a head?
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the ministry.
Точно тролль. Главный герой тролль.
I hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
А что случилось?
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible. I mean, I've seen them about. I mean, yes, sir.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
Да, лучше, наверное, все-таки не говорить ни с кем. Выдает.
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children.
Professor, a word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh,
very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Так, вы считаете это разумно? Честно говоря, беспокоюсь. К тому же он так редко бывает в школе. Пусть будет
Well,
так.
yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never...
That ought
Надо
to
еще...
give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Wait until Master sees what a wonderful job.
Screw!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
And now I'm telling you that you can tell me.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
Частоту крови.
Pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
Не,
Polyjuice
ученик.
potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Да, пора бы уже это...
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle.
О, господи, главный герой тролль. Так, ладно.
What are you up to now?
The gargoyle. That's where I need to... Toujours pure. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? That must be the pedestal. Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
Best move when I can. Neve must be here somewhere. I need to time this just right. I see. A staircase straight ahead. Death.
Ой, я забыл, что микрофон отключил. Сори, ребят.
A ladder.
Но
Perhaps
главный
they won't be able
герой
to find me if I
тролль
go up
тот
there.
еще. Блин, ненавижу стелс-миссии, серьезно. Драться, я надеюсь, мне не надо будет. Так, хорошо. Поднимаемся наверх. Идем.
They're gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
Не оборачивайся, чувак. Здесь аккуратненько проходим. Никого не трогаем, никто нас не замечает,
That's
все
where I need
хорошо.
to go. But I need to find a way past them.
Так, вот это опасно. Ждем. Идем. А вон и смерть.
Nothing this way but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward.
Серьезно, рябиновый отвар? Это прикольно. Ой, блин. Как я мимо них проскользну?
Now's my chance.
Да, шанс, соглашусь. Так.
That's the way forward. Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
Ну, прикинь. А, стоп. Мне что, мне походу не сюда? Или все-таки сюда?
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
Ну, мантии-то невидимки, да. А можно мне эту мантию
This is
навсегда?
the way forward. Finally free. Now, where are you, Neve?
Что за палочка была?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide.
История про дров смерти,
Wield the
что ли?
wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Бузинная палочка. Да, бузинная палочка. Ну, ее силу типа нельзя тратить
I've never
впустую.
felt such power.
А, у меня только одни заклинания, да? Ладно, бежим. Мне, видимо, лучше ни с кем не сражаться, я так понимаю. Можно мне такую же палочку? Другие заклинания, я так понимаю, выбрать не могу. Ну, я понял. А, что тут? Ледяной поезд, окей. А мантию одеть могу? Ага, нет. Сама смерть. Ну и... короче, сказ про дору смерти, а дальше будет камень жертвенный. Типа, кого я хочу воскресить? Никого я не хочу воскрешать.
Simple stone. This must be for me.
Вот он непростой, это камень воскрешения.
You're far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
She's gone. Oh, poor Neve.
Neve.
We won't be the same without her.
Ну и чё это?
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
В чем
But
испытание,
there is no
понять не могу.
light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Ну, давай глянем. А воспоминания тоже будут рисованные, черно-белые. Моя палочка.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Well, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what
Ah.
we're containing.
То есть она их
Know what
сделала.
effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands, it
saw
can...
what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Она питается этой силой прям. Это очень плохо. Жесть. Собственно, она это все создала, походу. Седором. А не будет ли она потом финальным боссом? Вообще чуть не стало. но есть еще четвертая история. Что же там будет в этой четвертой истории? Второго воспоминания не будет?
Revelio.
Так много вопросов и так мало ответов.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young. I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although, I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizard kind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
Конечно. Естественно.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was, and she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragbor.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Одаренный герой. За что ачивка? Ну ладно. Хорошо, что дальше?
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
Решил извиниться? Ты, конечно, молодец. Так, нет, тут нужны задания. Но бомбарда у меня есть. Получи 24-й. Да, ладно. Карта мира. Будем апать снова уровень. Что поделать? Блин, нет, ужасно то, что она питается именно болью, и этим это очень плохо. Быть может, она действительно так силу подпитывает? Да это еще хуже. Даже не знаю. Он сказал просто отвратительно. Ой, что же за знания он там хранит? Видимо, которые мне позволяли бы это все использовать. Но я бы не очень хотел это все использовать именно так. Это что такое? Берем.
I can do this.
Лептомания,
I can do
ребят,
this.
клей.
They will want to help. Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Им это
I'm
будет не
not sure
понравится.
about this. I can't imagine they're fond of being surprised.
We don't have a choice if we want to help the Snidgets. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
Ну,
I
вообще-то
suppose they
да.
are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
That relic is the key to saving Anne. I know it. Meet me outside of Feldcroft as soon as you can.
А, это мне сова дочитывала. Бери палку.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all three of your heads.
А я говорил.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
Ну, почти гладко прошло, я бы сказал.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran?
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you
Понятно.
know what I find.
Экспу дайте. О, миссия закончена. Ну, дайте экспу, что ли. Так, ладно, тогда к Себастьяну. Ну, в принципе. Ой, не нравится мне то, что он там с Анной пытается делать. И его отношения мне тоже не нравятся. Заклинание очень нужно. Да, кстати, о талантах я забыл. Спасибо, что напомнили. У меня тут это было. И все. Осталось одно. Надеюсь, я его выучу скоро. И. О, вот это, кстати, прикольно. Может, и правда это можно использовать. Давайте прокачаем. Я его поставлю в список основных заклинаний. У меня... Не в список основных. А вот сюда, наверное. Вот сюда. Не хватает всех заклинаний, потому что мне, по сути, и те нужны, и эти нужны. Ладно. Чё я пешком иду? Да могу так.
Sebastian, a lost relic from a catacomb which requires a dark sacrifice.
I know how it sounds, but if this can help you, it's worth the risk.
Does Ominous know about this?
He helped find the scriptorium where we discovered Slytherin's spellbook.
Very well. If Ominous will be there, I'll meet you. We don't have much time. Solomon wants to leave Feldcroft.
What? Leave? Never mind. You need to stall him. Buy us time, Anne. Please.
I shall do my best. I'll be in touch.
Solomon can't take Anne from Feldcroft. Where would they go? When would I see her?
Чисто в теории может.
Sebastian.
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But I appreciate you setting our earlier discussion aside for now.
Of course.
I can't believe my uncle wants to leave Feldcroft. Anne's going to stall him. She must. We need time.
Time? For what?
I've learned more about the relic. I cross-referenced Slytherin's spellbook with everything in the library on relics and dark sacrifices. That's when I realized something. I believe the relic will only work inside the catacomb.
Это все
So
усложняет.
we have to get Anne to the catacomb and then conduct a sacrifice. Seems risky.
It'll be worth the risk. Our biggest hurdle may be convincing Ominous, and we'll only give this a chance if he's on board.
And we have to keep all of this from your uncle. If he goes to the headmaster, we could be expelled.
Let me handle Ominous this time. As for my uncle, he's not an Auror anymore. What he doesn't know, well, won't hurt us.
Good luck with Ominous, until we meet again.
I shall let you know when the four of us should meet at the catacomb. Look for my owl. See you soon.
Опыт. Об вас. Она наверху.
Revelio.
Ладно.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
Хорошо, что ты хочешь от меня? Нет задач. Давай поговорим. А где? Хогвартс? Нет. Все-таки Хогвартс. Да так. Давай. Поговорим. Еще в школе все про меня говорят. Точно дойдет до директора и начнется. Мне это не нравится. Идем. О, ну так я еще и в правильную комнату пришел.
I have been meaning to speak with you.
Да.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
Ну, естественно. Не зря тревожится.
I don't blame her for being concerned. We have been involved in some dangerous activities.
As the Ashwinders were locking me up and threatening my life, it did occur to me that my mother may have been right.
Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. if I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
А ты
Do you
хочешь
think
отомстить за его
taking down the
смерть?
Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want
Кстати,
that.
господи.
He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know
Ну,
there is
слава
risk
богу, что не
involved,
месть.
but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Ну, быть может.
Revelio.
Так, ладно, что там у нас по квестам? Точно. Я уже про фистравов-то забыл, ребят. Они-то уже, наверное, готовы. Надо собирать вот это. И где и вот это. Пусть растут дальше. Ну и поставить. Так. Расчесать. Тихо. Ой. Где потомство? Фистрал большой, фистрал. Где маленький-то? А, вот он.
I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral.
Маленький фистральчик. Да, надо рассказать, да закончить этот квест. Так, а у меня есть что разведать? Говорится, раз... Ох. Раз уж я здесь.
Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we both can see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts, but sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts, that master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged master to leave her be. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deke had to punish himself. As Deke punished himself, Master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration cast at the regal bird. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could reach him, Master fell from the cliff. Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself, before Tobbs found him.
What a horrible tale, Deke. I'm so sorry.
Deke has only told Professor Weasley that story, and now yourself. Deke often wonders what became of that phoenix. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts. Perhaps Deke can make amends for what came before.
Жесть. Прям очень печально. Так, ладно, что у нас там со снаряжением? Тут... Ого. Ну, берем, конечно. Тут. Тоже берем, только... Что? Убираем. Шапочки. Одна, хорошо. Тоже одна. А вот тут точно было что-то новое. 72 и 73. Ядом. Патрон от ядовитой тентакулы, полученные инферналом. Нет в этом смысла. Нет. Как бы... Вообще преображение полное. Всё. Ладно. Что делаем дальше? Задача. Ну это комбинация. Ладно. Не хочу я эту миссию выполнять. Оксмит. У них тут есть квесты. Хорошо. Гоблин. Второе бабочек не хочу. Бетти ужасно беспокоится своим... О! А вот это хочу. Единорог. Все, идем. Идем на единорога и заканчиваем эту серию. Ну, в смысле, сейчас я телепортнусь, поэтому я пока с вами буду прощаться. Ребят, спасибо за просмотр. Ставьте лайк, подписывайтесь на канал и до новых встреч. Пока-пока.